Hello everyone, Allie here, and welcome to the Gold Mine. Thank you for joining me here on another episode of Allie's Treasure Trove. Today I do have another Hot Toys unboxing for you, and I will be checking out Movie Masterpiece Series number 298, A New Hope Princess Leia. Now I have had this Hot Toy in my personal collection for several years. I actually picked it up at Emerald City Comics, which is not too far from the actual Titan Cards, the card shop here. I'll link the main channel over there if you missed it. But I'll go ahead and put their logo on screen right here, Emerald City Comics. Very close to Titan Cards card shop here in Pinellas Park, Florida. And I'll put their website in the description down below. They do carry Hot Toys. They do carry a lot of different comic themed collectibles, you know, different kinds of sci-fi. Anything you could think of that you'd probably find in like a comic book shop, figure-wise, toy-wise, collectible. There's a ton of Funko Pops, all kinds of stuff there. They have it. Definitely recommend you stopping by if you come to, the Pinellas Park, St. Petersburg, Clearwater area. But I've never ordered anything from their website. Can't vouch on that. It's kind of an interesting shop. I get along with about 50% of the employees. The other 50% I don't know very well. So depending on what day you go, your experience might be a little different. But I'm going to go ahead and unbox this here. Now, I have opened it before. What I typically do with my Hot Toys, if it's not one of the ones that I got in the mail, like that Commander Cody, where I opened that for the first time, is I, of course, check it out. So that's the cool thing about Emerald City, especially the one employee, Adam, one of the toy guys, lets me look at them. Any of the ones that are in box and pick out which one, very carefully, which one I think has the best paint applications and whatnot. And then I go ahead and take it home. So I have unboxed this Leia before. I didn't reseal it with like packing tape or anything. I actually have I think 2 or 3 little things of Scotch tape on top that of course I'll take off. I've never really fully taken her out, explored the accessories and whatnot, so we'll be doing that for the first time today. But I'm very excited to go and check it out. Now, I actually did my due diligence before this episode. Looks like in the past couple months, the Princess Leia on the secondary market has been selling anywhere from, I was seeing $350 to $550. More so around the $450 to $550 area, but occasionally you might find a cheap one. Also got to check always on Hot Toys where it's coming from. The pictures, if it's just stock photos, I'd be a little bit nervous, especially from somewhere overseas. But anyways, let's go ahead and get on into Leia here by swapping camera positions. But yeah, this is the reason this box is in such good condition is that I did not receive it in the mail. So that is what we're going to be checking out today. So as you guys may be able to see my little Scotch tape to keep it sealed, right here. And I just want to focus. You know what? That's not a big deal. I wonder if I can actually peel the Scotch tape off or I'm going to have to cut it. So let me try that somewhere where I have a little bit more space. And by space, I mean over here, not under the camera. Because I don't like messing with the cameras at all. I have it in the fixed position that I use at Titan Cards. Occasionally, I accidentally jostle the face cam, and it's such a pain to get it exactly where I want it to go. I think it's just because the tripod I have isn't the greatest. I mean, it's not bad. I did buy it at Target initially. I had replaced the other thing that we had for the face cam back before we had upgraded to the new cameras, the Sony Alpha 6400 cameras. So that's what used to support the webcam that I used to use. Actually, first unboxing on the channel was unfortunately using the webcams. If you ever want me to revisit Anakin, I can. I have the regular version. There I opened up the Dark Side Anakin Sideshow San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. But if you ever want me to revisit Anakin, I can look at the regular one. Or I also have the Clone Wars with the STAP on order. I can check that out when it comes out. Also, what else do I have on order? I saw the pictures for the final product of the Captain America from Endgame. That looked really nice. I kind of want to pick it up, but I'm trying to limit myself to Star Wars and Loki and Marvel Girls. That's my rule for Marvel Legends collecting. Actually, I have a couple of... Oh, I do have 3 pieces. I thought I had 2 pieces. I was like, oh, I think I have 3 pieces. Then I only saw 2, and I was like, okay, I have 2 Scotch tape pieces. I'm just trying to not damage the box, so I figured I'll talk to you guys while I'm working on this. Probably could have done this before I started recording, but you know what? You live and learn. But that's actually my rule for my Marvel Legends collecting. Just because I don't want it to get out of hand, so I only allow myself to get different girls. So I have Gamora, I have Nebula, I have the Shuri, and then I have Groot, because Groot is awesome. Can't not have Groot. And then if I have a Loki, I think I do have the Ragnarok Loki one. I think that looked pretty good. I actually passed on the Ragnarok Hot Toy, and then I was like, yeah, I'll look at it in person. Then I never found one in person, just because I wasn't too keen on it. I wish they'd actually stayed. I know a lot of people had complained. Initially, the Thor Ragnarok Loki Hot Toy was announced in his blue outfit. And people were like, man, I wanted it in a green outfit. You know, because people missed out on that original Avengers Loki, which is awesome. The only one I actually keep out of box because I have very little display room. So usually my original figures are what I have out of display because they were opened up first. And they ended up switching him to the green outfit from the end of Ragnarok. And I'm like, I have that one. And the face sculpt wasn't 100%. The Thor the Dark World face sculpt, 2 thumbs down. Not good figure. Even in person, No paint job could fix that. Just didn't look like Tom Hiddleston at all. Avengers Loki, gorgeous. The Thor Ragnarok, I was like, well, you know, if I find one, I'll pick it up. I just don't feel the need to go out and buy it right now. I kind of regret that. I do kind of want it. I'll wait and see. I would think probably they'll start making Hot Toys for the Disney Plus shows and whatnot, so I'm sure I'll have my another shot at a Loki, but I definitely would have bought it if it was the blue one. It just feels like a not as cool outfit as the Avengers one and a not as good face sculpt. And I'm like, yeah, I don't need it. How did I get here from Marvel Legends? I don't know. But I do have the Avengers Loki 2012. I have the Winter Soldier, Captain America Winter Soldier. I have the Bucky. No, it's not the Winter Soldier one. It's actually the Civil War one. See, I don't even know what I have at this point. Also, Princess Leia's, other Princess Leia's. I want to pick up the Bespin one at some point. I don't think it's sold out yet. If it is, it's around or a little bit, actually under retail price on eBay. I was just searching at Hot Toys Princess Leia's. The Endor one, I'm not crazy about. I like it, but I don't feel the need to have it. I also have the Hoth Leia, so if you want to see me open up Hoth Leia, let me know in the comment section. I have way too many Hot Toys for how old I am. That's all I'm going to say. I have too many. Oh, I was talking about what I have on order. I have the STAP Anakin. I'm interested in getting that Captain America. I'm still, like, thinking about whether I should do it or not. I have the Ahsoka on order. I have the Captain Rex. And I feel like there is one more. But I could be wrong. Alright, let's go on ahead and extract our Space Princess from the box. Like I said, surprisingly good condition box, but that is only because it was not shipped naked. That's what those boxes are. They're shipper boxes, so if you order a single one, that's what you're going to get. But if you're Emerald City and you buy in bulk, they all come in like a master box. I don't know how many, but they come in like kind of like a case. I wouldn't say like a case in the terms of like a sports case where you like get X boxes per case, but just, you know, in a box inside of a box. Alright, here is this older plastic. I'm curious, when did this actually come out? I wonder if we can find a copyright date on here. 2016, alright. So this was actually, I was going to mention, one thing, I mean, I enjoy Emerald City as a store, but one thing they are known to do is they mark up, like if they get a Funko Pop Chase, it's not retail, obviously. I mean, we have to do that with higher priced products too at the shop. Can't be selling Contenders football for $200 a box. We're sorry, you can't do that. Won't stay in business that way. You know, people just come buy stuff from us to resell it at a higher price. So I get it. But they'll always mark stuff up. But what I actually managed to do is I got this, I think, shortly after Carrie Fisher had passed away. And it was still like $250. Which I was surprised, which this is actually not one of my first Hot Toys. I'd had a couple at this point, but that's what actually had me go ahead and just buy it then, because I was like, I know I won't ever be able to buy this gorgeous figure at that price ever again. So that's what actually got me to buy it, is unfortunately Carrie Fisher's passing. But here is the box. You have Movie Masterpiece Series 298. It is, of course, a New Hope Leia, 1/6 scale collectible figure. Movie Masterpiece there. Well, you can't see that logo. Movie Masterpiece logo here, and the Hot Toys logo there. So I'm just going to show you guys a little bit of the box. Going to have to slide around a little bit. Like I said, don't like adjusting this because it's actually, especially the drop-down camera, is attached on a table mount. And it took a long time for me able to get it level and whatnot. I mean, it does have like a level on it, but you have to be facing from a direction that is not feasible. Yeah, you have to be actually facing this way. The level faces that way. So I can't really get that set up properly. So I'm keeping that. I know sometimes it's okay when I'm unboxing stuff. Sometimes it's not the greatest, but that's what we're working with here. All right. I know I've also promised you guys a General Grievous unboxing. I just combined opening and boxing, and I did unboxing. Also, I know Steven was really looking forward to that K2SO, which I think I need to get batteries for because his eyes light up. But eventually I will unbox my Hot Toys here, one piece at a time. It's just a matter of me, like I said, I keep complaining. It's hard to fit the trove into my schedule, especially right now, very, very busy on the main channel. Filming this at 12:29 a.m. release day. You're welcome, you guys. I really feel bad that I feel like I'm rushing a lot of content recently, not bringing you guys necessarily what you want to see, so I hope you at least enjoy this hot toy unboxing. What alley made you pick Princess Leia? I went into my room last week, the day I actually choked and ended up opening those Mando blasters, the day I recorded that. The morning of, I went and I looked and I grabbed the first hot toy box that I could find, and I was like, oh! PW, Princess Leia, alright, that's what we're going with. So that is why we're opening up Leia today. There is, of course, the top sleeve with the stock photos. They do make an R2-D2. I just don't care enough about R2-D2 to pick up an R2-D2. But alright, she does come with the blaster there. It does come with a belt. Extra joints as well. If you end up busting any of the joints, I've mentioned that. I really appreciate that before. Especially because on my low-key, I mean, older Hot Toys, as they've made more, they've improved a lot. Older Hot Toys can be known to be brittle. I've mentioned it before. I've had a friend who's gone back and forth and had a total of 3 of the Red Skulls. I've always felt bad, always like, you know, because I had the opportunity to get the Red Skull at one point from the First Avenger, Captain America First Avenger. They've owned 3, and 2 out of the 3 have had their coats start disintegrating, so some of the older Hot Toys definitely got to be careful. My low-key, one of his hand joints a bit loose. I switched his hand once so he could hold the staff. Hand joint's never been the same, so I appreciate the extra ball joints to fix whatever if you ever encounter any problems. Let's go ahead and take her on out here. Again, I'm going to just keep moving stuff behind me, because even though it has the illusion of space, I really don't have that much space here. The computer is right here. You guys could probably hear that. Keyboard and monitor and then all different kinds of stuff. It's the illusion of space. Bossman said over at Titan Cards, if we ever hit 100,000 subscribers, that I'll get a bigger office, so that would be nice. But yeah, it does come with the little, like, utility. I know that's actually a different, I saw it in the glare, it looked like another belt, but that is a different pistol there. The blaster pistol. 3 different hands to be able to grip different items, the extra joints, and of course the base. So let me go ahead and open this on up here. Okay, so let's take a look at these little ones right now. I heard that okay. It's a little movable piece there. Bet you could clip it to have it just hang around her. Very cute, very cute. Looks very realistic. So I'll go ahead and put that down before YouTube's like, hey, what is that? Then we of course have Carrie Fisher's, or Princess Leia's signature blaster. Very nice. Here is a gripping hand. One thing that always astounds me with Hot Toys is, like, look at the hand. Like, even the subtle coloration differences in the hand make it look like a real hand. Very, very impressive. This is a looser grip. And we do have more of a holding. This one, I think, makes sense to hold the blaster. That one looks like a blaster hand. Yeah, that looks like a whole blaster. Then the other one has the fingers if you want to actually put in there for more realistic action. Alright, so let's set you back in there. It does come, like I said, with 2 extra ball joints. And let's unstick you here so we can actually take out our princess. Alright. Does have, of course, her signature outfit. Right, there's a little pack there. Do not eat. Of course, all Hot Toys do come with a base and a stand. So since those are on the bottom, I'll take those out and then put them back in so we don't have to worry about doing that afterwards. It does come with the plaque there, Princess Leia, with the grate. Very, very cool on display. And then there's here is the... I just said what the word was. But there is a whole... Anyway, it goes around her waist. Interestingly enough, the Loki I keep mentioning him because that is what I have on display, so that's what I have the most experience with. That one actually holds around the crotch area. And this one just goes around the waist. To be fair, she doesn't have a lot of heavy stuff on her, so it makes sense that she wouldn't need the support to not lean forward and instead just be upright. So that does make sense. All right, let me set that back in there. And we're going to move this out of the way while we take a look at our princess. All right, so we do, of course, have the plastic over the face. Let me go ahead and take that out. There we go. There she is, eyeballing you in all of her glory. With, of course, the space buns. These older figures don't have the, not necessarily real hair, but hair texture. I don't know what you call it, because it's not real hair, obviously. They're not putting human hair into, like, the Wonder Womans and whatnot. But those are actual, like, to mimic real hair, whereas these are just sculpted hair. So I guess I'll just use real hair versus sculpted. So this is just sculpted hair, but of course does have all the fine lines for all the different hair strands. It does have a very, very nice face sculpt. I think it is a bit different from the Hoth LEIA. The Hoth LEIA, in my opinion, is the best sculpt that I have seen on a Princess Leia figure. I do think they reused it for the Bespin, although the different hair does look a tiny bit off to me. I think it's more so I haven't seen Empire Strikes Back in a long time, so it looks a little weird. But the Hoth figure is absolutely gorgeous. Like I said, if you want to see me unbox that one as well, let me know in the comment section down below. Very, very soft, very sheer as well. You can actually, I'm holding it, not sure if you guys can tell, but in real life, right here in person, I can actually see the skin tone on her legs a little bit through her dress. It does have, of course, the arms. Hands are wrapped up here with tape. I almost don't want to disturb that. Of course, just flats and loose palm. No grips or anything going on. That's what the other hands are for if you wanted to make her hold on to the blasters. But just for like a default standing position, that is what she comes with. Also has a little hood for when she's talking, I believe, to R2. And you're actually making the hologram. Go ahead and flip that up. It's a bit stiff, but I'm sure once you got it into position, it'd be perfectly fine. And then, of course, her belt. And she does have very nice boots as well. Now, just because the outfit doesn't have too much going on, the figure, of course, doesn't have too many details in the outfit. There's no embroidery like in the Bespin outfit or anything like that. Just a very plain white dress, but definitely knocked it out of the park. It does have the white boots. I've never actually looked at the costume boots for Princess Leia, but you do have grooves on this side. Let me hold my hand there so it focuses. That does occur on both boots, and also a seam-like effect on the back. And then, of course, you have the knee joints of Hot Toys. I'm not going to go, well, yeah, our princess doesn't have anything going on down there, so I'm just going to go ahead and cover it up. No undies or anything like that. There is the knee joints. Now, just like with Marvel Legends figures and Bring Arts Kai, Play Arts Kai from Square Enix, I'm never a big fan of exposed ball joints, so I don't tend to have figures that have like the elbows out or the knees out. But of course, this is always, of course, necessary for different movable poses. So you can't knock ball joints. Just I prefer to collect figures, which, you know, I do for the most part, that don't have exposed ball joints. But very, very gorgeous figure here. Definitely would recommend her if you were looking to add a Princess Leia to your collection. Would also recommend the Hoth Leia. Haven't had hands-on experience with the Bespin one. That is one I would like to add to my collection. Just haven't had the chance to go search one out. Usually ones I'm not like 100% confident in my wanting of it, or maybe wanting to pick one out in person. Usually wait to actually find one in person instead of pre-ordering from the Sideshow website. Although I will put that link in the description down below so you can see what else is out there. Like I said, do have a few on pre-order. Clone Wars Anakin with the STAP. I will be ordering the Clone Wars Obi-Wan when it goes up for order. I mean, they did just reuse the Anakin and Obi-Wan Revenge of the Sith molds. We'll see if that's what's the final product. I certainly hope so, otherwise I'll be a bit upset. Also have the Captain Rex and the Ahsoka on order. And like I said, I think there's another one, but that might have been the Commander Cody I'm thinking of, but that, of course, already shipped, already unboxed it on the channel. So I might just have the 3. I know I'm considering the Qui-Gon. I had wanted the Krennic and the Count Dooku when they were available, never got around to it. Now they're sold out and expensive. So that's the thing. Definitely, if you're interested picking up a hot toy, usually they won't be like this LEIA, who seems to be around $450 to $550. I know at one point even the Tarkin was at $950 on the secondary market. Actual saw one sold for $950, not just asking price. Did see one sold at one point. It's probably not still up there. That was a long time ago. But it might be like, oh, this isn't a popular character, so the thing is not as many are ordered, not as many are made. So when you decide you do want it, you got to pry it off someone's hands who really, really wants it. Definitely don't risk waiting on Hot Toys. That would be my recommendation. I say there's more of an upside to Hot Toys as well compared to things like Marvel Legends, or in this case, say like Black Series figures. Very few Black Series figures anymore, I feel like, reach a high sustainable secondary market price. They all tend to drop over time. Even the Celebration X-Wing Luke was at around $300 at one point, is closer, I believe, to $200 now. I mean, the Thrawn is still pretty expensive, but you never know when they're going to reissue. I remember the Ezra was at $90. Definitely price did tank when they did that new reissue of the Rebels wave. So Hot Toys, there's never like, oh, we're just going to start reprinting A New Hope Princess Leia. That's never going to happen. So definitely, if you're on the fence and you're like, I really like a Hot Toy, is it worth it? I'm not going to make your decision for you. But I would say, in my opinion, I'd rather spend the money on one Hot Toy versus, you know, like a whole wave of Black Series figures. I'd say it's worth the extra to go ahead and get one Hot Toy for your collection. Because if you do decide against it down the road, it'd be easier to sell your Hot Toy to just buy the rest of those figures. If you need to downsize for like space or just actually need the funds. Easier to move, in my opinion. But yeah, hope you enjoyed having Princess Leia stare at you for the past several minutes while I ranted and raved about price differences, reprints, market price, and stuff like that. Do definitely love this figure. Very happy to have her in my collection. Was not an impulse buy that I regretted. This is something I would have wanted. It's just that was before I had just casually walked into stores and dropped a couple $100. It was funny, actually, in Emerald City. Apparently they had it. It was just the first time they had flipped it around, because on the back of the General Grievous box, it is not a Hot Toy. It's a Sideshow, but it's still 6 scale. I don't mind regular Sideshow for like things like droids. I have all the battle droids except one. There's still one I need. I'm not sure which one it is. I think it might be the 9. I have to look. But for like, if you're going to consider, perfect example, back when the Return of the Jedi Luke was coming out, Hot Toys had theirs, and then Sideshow was like, oh, we made ours too, but ours has different face sculpts, so you don't have to buy multiple like you'd have to do with Hot Toys. Didn't look very good. Do not recommend Sideshow scaled figures for faces. For people that have faces. Troopers, perfectly fine. Robots, droids, perfectly fine. Would not recommend them. They don't sell very well in the secondary market that I've seen. I mean, I haven't checked recently. I would recommend you go and splurge a bit extra on a Hot Toy. Sideshow does distribute Hot Toys. I know sometimes it gets confusing. You can buy Hot Toys from the Sideshow website. You can also buy Sideshow from the Sideshow website. But yes, I have those links in the description for you if you want to go check them out. Emerald City, and of course the Sideshow Collectibles website. But yeah, I think that'll do it here for this unboxing review, whatever you want to call it. Let me go ahead and unsnap myself here so you can see a side-by-side for the scale comparison. I know it says 6 scale, but Allie, what does that mean? It's about the size and a quarter of my head. Not sure if that helps you or not, but she is definitely a gorgeous Hot Toy. And if you're looking for something like this to fit into your Star Wars A New Hope collection, would definitely recommend you go ahead and pick it up. I was actually surprised that I was seeing some in the $350, $399, you know, low 400s. Yes, there were, like I said, mostly in the $450 to $550 range. I was actually surprised that it was this price. Very, very surprised. Cheap, in my opinion. But everyone collects different things, so can't always be too surprised. I'm sure a lot of people did pre-order this. I'm sure there's probably a lot more out there than some of the other expensive Hot Toys. The Count Dooku is more expensive than the Princess Leia. Not that that's a bad thing, just interesting. But that'll do it for me here on this episode of Allie's Treasure Trove. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to go ahead and hit that like button. Comments for me. I know I ask you guys all the time and then I don't do it, but I promise I will get to it eventually. What Hot Toys or Sideshow figure would you like to see me unbox next? Do you want to see Battle Droid with SDAP? You want to see General Grievous, K2SO, Return of the Jedi Luke, Hoth Leia? What else do I have? Do you want to see the Winter Soldier? Do you want me to bring in my Avengers low-key? Let me know in the comments. I have a lot more than that. I have an old Sideshow Shock Trooper, Utapau Clone Trooper, to put in eventually a diorama with that Commander Cody. I want them to please make a Varactyl, make Boga, so I can make a diorama of Utapau. I hope that Jedi Starfighter eventually goes up for order. 7 scale or 6 scale. I keep saying 7 scale. The Kotobukiya figures I open up are 1/7 scale. These are 1/6 scale. Jedi Starfighter probably be $1.50 if I had to guess. I mean, they never ended up making that shield helicarrier, so. But I really hope that Anakin's Jedi Starfighter comes through. But yeah, let me know what kind of hot toy. Even if you don't think I have it, leave a suggestion for it. I might actually have it. Just because I've never mentioned it doesn't mean it doesn't exist in my collection. I just have a lot. I have like 15. Like I said, I didn't really do anything when I was younger. I saved up my allowance to buy cool stuff. It's an investment vehicle. Except I never sell. To the moon. Only hold, never sell. Ape strong. But anyways, that'll do it here for this episode. I already told you guys to like and subscribe like a good YouTuber. But I hope you all enjoyed the video. Before I go, I do have to give a big shout out to all of my patrons over on Patreon. Thank you so much, you guys, for going above and beyond with your support of me, the Trove, and just my life in general. I really do appreciate it. Did pick up a new treasure hunter yesterday for you guys. Well, actually, it's 12:45 a.m., so yes, yesterday. Larissa, thank you so much for being a new treasure hunter. Really appreciate it. But we do have 3 ultimate excavators, Jason Ploss, Keith Muna, and Stephen Olivo, and 2 gemstone miners, Andon and Jack Perez. Now, ultimate excavators and gemstone miners, now that it is February, Patreon did recommend to wait till the month after to go ahead and ship out your benefits for the month. So make sure I will keep you guys updated when I do get those signed photos for the Ultimate Excavators and for the Ultimate Excavators and the Gemstone Miners, those monthly thank you cards. I'll let you guys know when those are shipped out. I hope to have them. Now that I think about it, I hope to have them done by the end of this week or early next week. So I'll keep you guys posted on when those are being sent out. But thank you so much, all of my patrons. Really do appreciate it. Even if you're just a viewer, I appreciate it. Subscriber, love you guys. But that is it for me here. I can't wait to catch you guys again on Thursday as I unearth some more treasures here at Allie's Treasure Trove. And just because it is the second week, the bye week, we do have an Allie Chat coming this Sunday as well. Did not film it yet, so it won't be this look. If you guys are excited for that, it won't be this. I'll either record that Wednesday, Friday, hopefully not Saturday, but sometimes I do film them on Saturdays if I run out of room. I'm actually hopeful. Let me know if this is what you like to see. I'm hopeful to wear something fancy Thursday night to record all those Magic Gathering Call Time openings. Leave your suggestions for what color scheme I should go with that. It is a Viking-themed, Nordic-themed set. I'm not sure what to wear, so let me know your guys' suggestions for that in the comment section down below. But that'll do it for me here as I continue to precariously balance Princess Leia on my 2 fingers here. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Take care, stay safe, and hope to catch you in the next video, like I said, where we unearth some more treasures here at Allie's Treasure Trove. Catch you guys next time. Bye.